Well, I think the first thing, you've got to have some big dreams. And one of my favorite lines is that good is the enemy of great. And if you want to be great, you have to learn to thrive on pressure, and you really have to embrace it. That's the ultimate challenge. It's amazing how most people want to just not fail. Most people want to be pretty successful. They want to be good. They don't really want to go after great. So if you want to separate yourself, you have to go after greatness. And if you want to be great, you got to do things that most people refuse to do. You got to get people to be what I call an everyday player. In other words, you got to show up every day really ready to go after it. And most people find that very difficult to do. And whenever someone says to me, that's really hard to be in a great mood and a great mindset every day, I go, well, we agree it's hard, but that's how you separate yourself. You don't separate yourself by doing the stuff that's easy for everyone to do. I think I was probably 21 or 22 when I started realizing that when I was coaching that I could get people to believe in themselves, and I could see talent in people that they couldn't see in themselves, and I was, for whatever reason, I had an ability to get it out of them. I think having the right parents helps a lot. Most people don't know it because my name is Rotella, but my mom was born in England, moved to the States when she was young. But yeah, I think we very much were brought up that the reason they came to America was to dream big and to go after whatever it is you wanted. And I think more than anything, they taught us not to put any limits on ourselves. I think that was a huge step, is to just realize that the only limits that are out there are the ones that you make up in your own head, and you get to choose if you're going to make them up or if you're going to throw them all away. The phrase that I use the most frequently is that you're unstoppable if you're unflappable. So, you have to basically steel yourself and decide that there's nothing that could happen between the first tee and the 18th green that could possibly bother me or upset me. You basically have to say, I don't care what it throws at me. I'm going to love the challenge and I'm going to embrace it, and it's not going to bother me in any way because I'm going out there and find a way to get the ball in the hole. If it's clear in your mind and you've seen it in your head so many times that you're comfortable with it, when you get on the leaderboard, it's like, well, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I belong. I'm finally here, and you actually get more comfortable because this is your place. Well, I think it's really about spending time every night. It's the preparation at night where you get comfortable. So they're doing a lot of visualizing themselves in that situation. They try to rehearse every possible situation they could face and know how they're going to respond to it, so that no matter what happens, they're ready for it. When you look back at Jack Nicklaus, I don't think it's a coincidence he was the greatest player, but if you look, he had a large family. I think now he has like 24 or 5 grandkids. He's got a huge corporation, and he was the greatest player of all time. And I think he was very good at compartmentalizing. When I'm going to spend this much time with my family, I'm going to spend this much time in my company, I'm going to spend this much time on my golf and my kids. And, I think you got to be able to compartmentalize. And, in other words, when you're doing golf, lock into golf. When you're doing business, lock into business. When you're with your kids, forget about your golf and your business and be into your kids. And when you're with your wife, I think it's a very important piece of the puzzle. I think what's easy for me is I spend most of my waking hours thinking about other people. I've told many people it's really easy to be happy when you're thinking about other people and helping other people with their dreams. And what's been kind of wonderful is in helping other people with their dreams, most of my dreams of coaching people have come true. So it's been a lot of fun.